board and up here, okay?
And Richmond, I can't see that. Is there something there that... Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you see the long bar in the middle.
From one light to live, the guiding light.
This is in our hospital. Along the road, you can see emplacement markings dedicated to individual units which fought among these hills. States of Illinois and Indiana have identical markings in most locations that their men fought. However, Ohio chose to erect totally different emplacement markers for each unit. Stand as individual memorials to the units that served the victory. Ohio considered this to be more appropriate than building one large state memorial. You should now see the 100-foot tall shaft of the Minnesota Memorial Lane to the left. Woman,
Well, this is just a turnout for the, Well, Morty, I'm not very good at this. I apologize. This is another marker. This is a large monument, and I'll tell you who it is as soon as we get up to it. This is another of those parks that's just filled with... Go ahead.
The tour covers approximately 16 miles. Along the way, you will see over 1,300
I think I'm loading this up with sound from that CD. I
will occasionally
don't know whether that's going to work or not.
Travel, but generally, the tour may be driven between 15 and 20 miles per hour. You may, however, drive any speed which is comfortable or appropriate, provided you don't exceed the 30-mile-per-hour limit. I will point out all of the park stops and major monumentation, and in between these, a time in which one of the greatest struggles ever to occur on North American soil took place.
This sign says Union Trench, Quinby's J.E. Smith's Division. And if you look up this way, you'll see another sign just past that monument. There's one on the other side of the hill, and there's one on the next hill. So these trenches are what actually surrounded Vicksburg. This is basically heading the other direction, turned 180 degrees, and here, there's another trench sign. They just go in a circle around this whole area. There's a continuation of the trench line, that little blue sign, and there's the Iowa Monument, and then here, battery, which means a set of cannons facing the enemy. And again, up this, having a terrible time with this, going around the hill, and there's another battery, or another trench line. Here's the continuation of the trench line. And way over on the hill is the next indication of a trench, but it's all in line with that trench line. Well, this is tour stop 1, and it is described D. Well, I probably won't talk too much about it, except to say that it's a long line of cannons. Trench line, along with monuments, and if you look in the distance, you see a house, but you'll also see a couple more of those trench line signs. As you can see, is tour stop 2. There's a huge monument. And the small house, which I will climb those steps and get a better picture of. This is the Shirley House in 1863. Apparently they're working on it and we can't go inside, but it's beautiful. This is a monument to the soldiers lost by Illinois. Marty, this is the entrance to the park. This is tour stop 3. Well, here we are. This is the Gulf of Mexico you're looking at. It's really deserted. That's our caddy in front of the door of our motel room. Are you impressed? Hey, you remember the tape you made for your mother at Myrtle Beach? Well, here's your mother standing at the car, and there, my son, is the Gulf of Mexico. Now, if you notice, there's 2 plastic chairs there. Those were provided. I'm not going to take this down on the beach, but I thought maybe you'd just like to see what it looked like. And here we are, just looking down the beach. It's a long beach. If you look close, you'll see some buildings down there. That's a casino. I think we lost a little money on that one. And here we go, probably too fast. There's another. Now this is a casino that cost Mom $25 and 20 minutes. She didn't do very well there. The one before, or the one this afternoon that we went to, we probably played for a half hour or so on $15 or $10, I think. Here we are, waiting for the sunrise. It's about 5:45. Neither one of us could figure out what time the sun came up today. The motel couldn't tell us. It's cloudy, as you can perhaps see. That's towards the east. Pretty nice. Pretty nice here. I'm going to very slowly pan and see if perhaps you can see your mother standing out there. Yeah, she's that white speck. She kind of likes this ocean stuff. Like the way I jiggle the camera. Let's see. Yeah. Trust me, that's her. We'll just pan around a little bit more. There's an awful colorful boat over here. That's the one that she lost money in real fast. Real fast. For what it's worth, here's the steps going down to the beach. If you look close, you can see our Cadillac there. We're in room 108. It's a nice little room. Faces the ocean, as you can see. I'm just recording this. I'm pointing it at the ocean and it's dark, but I want to be able to hear this sound. Well, you can't hear this in the motel room. It sure is soothing. Well, here's a little update. It's about 5 until 6. The sun's not up yet, but it's trying real hard. I hope this doesn't come out as a blob. If you look real close, you'll see that there's a Waffle House up there. This reminds me a lot of Myrtle Beach, except that on the other side of the road, there's beautiful old homes. We'll try to tape some of those today. Well, there's your mother, Marilyn. There's a bird out here. I don't know whether he's a crane of some kind, and he's obviously fishing. Got long legs and a long neck. I don't know whether we'll be able to see him on the film or not, but he's about as good a fisherman as I am. He hasn't caught anything yet. We've been watching him quite a little while. Well,
look out there, all those birds on that little sandbar.
We are at 6:07. It's a pretty sky, but no sun yet. Now we're going to pan over here. You heard your mother talking. I hope you can hear that. That's something that goes out into the ocean. There's a bunch of birds on a little island out there. We're at low tide, and we think it's getting lower. You can see that. On the left, you see the, I suppose, seaweed. I don't know what it is, but it's at the high tide mark. They tell us this is the USS Cole right in front of us. There's several ships here, of course. We're sitting in a place called the Point. Right next to them. Apparently it's going to leave here. It's about 9:30 right now. It's going to leave here at 11 o'clock. There's festivities going on over there that, of course, we can't see from here. We're on the Point waiting for the coal to come out. This is a man-made deal that they've just built out of construction refuse and then covered with dirt. And it's kind of a nice part.
No, I'm fine.
So much for that. Let me show you another ship that's sailing over.
Take a picture. Yeah. No. Just stand behind. Stand behind.
Now this is probably going to be wiggling, but that's a pretty good size ship sitting over there.
That's a good idea.
And then this here is again the
I'll
Point.
tell you, like I tell him, I'll try to get you, but I may not be able.
Well, what you're seeing there is the Coast Guard clearing the channel out. It's about ready to come out. It's the little red boat with the bow up in the air.
If it starts doing that.
It's kicking right on. Yeah, you can see that he's pulled out of the dock. They're moving pretty slow. The dock is right there, and so he's moved that far in the last few minutes. Yeah, it's coming around the Point. I don't know how much tape I have. I guess I have plenty. I'm going to just keep on shooting until I run out, I suppose. That's sailors lined up on the deck. That's quite a ship. The USS Cole. Been out on maneuvers for 3 days. Sea trial. Back and it has a full crew on it. And they're going out to sea now, and no one knows where they're going. And again, this is the Point.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And there are trillions of people here. Oh, they're actually pushing it out with the tug. Coast Guards of the Point, tugs and rods. Oh, now it's under its own power. Somebody tells them they don't have to. Philip following behind. Yeah, this is really shaky, but there's sailors standing on the deck. He's not going anywhere.
Trouble.
Oh, she's 7 No, I think those are just fine.
Look at all the Coast Guard boats. Those three are, those are the tugs out there. Okay, bye. Besides just wanting to just wish I'd gotten my little Of course, if he finds out I brought this bench up and all that stuff, you know, he's gonna say, no. You know, he's at that age, I'm just totally stupid, you know. No, you didn't. He's just like, tell me. Like everything I do is a direct reflection on him, you know. But we used to think the same thing, I remember.
Now, here's a lady who planted her bench out in front of her house with the flag. And she's waving it out all the way out here to watch
A little bit of working on it.
the ship go out of the harbor. She was here when they brought it in all banged up. Yeah. We just thought we'd give you a little tour of the strip here. There's an adult video arcade that's right across from our motel. We have a Hooters just down the road. And your mother's driving. If you're worried about me, you should be. But there are other things. There, of course, is a large gift shop that we have yet to go in. There's and this is the other side. You can look over this way, and you can see the ocean. We're obviously doing this out of the car. Go ahead. Miniature golf. It's Friday afternoon, and so this place is starting to load up. The Ruby Tuesday. We've never eaten at a Ruby Tuesday. I think me and some of the boys have. Your mom can't remember eating in one of them. Here's a Shoney's, something from the past. And if you can see it behind it, that this is on the ocean side. As we get up here a little bit farther, there's a beautiful row of houses that I'm just kind of fascinated with. Now here's Shark's Head's gift shop, and I know that Lee Rafferty is going to want to see that one. There's open beaches here. You can just go park and do whatever you want to, and there's that beautiful Gulf of Mexico. Now, starting here, we're going to go across the highway. Sorry about the mirror, but these are motels. up now, there's a house. And all these houses are in the rather large category. There's beautiful, a few magnolia trees, kids' playground. You know, and there's some apartment houses that look out over the ocean. I wouldn't mind living in one of those. There's a big one up here. One of those balcony apartments would sure be fun to look out of in the morning. And then a more modest home as you get farther up the road here. The houses get bigger. Another apartment, a couple apartments. Your mother's doing a wonderful job of driving. I'm thinking about having her drive most of the rest of the trip. They're just, I could live here until it came up a storm, and then I'd be finding me some high ground, but there are some beautiful homes here you just can't believe. There's an old folks home here that you could probably check me into until the next hurricane came through. Beautiful churches, and this is just on the other side of the ocean. The guy getting ready to walk out in front of us here. No, he decided not to. See the palm trees and the old oak trees, the huge old oak trees. Here we come to some of the big houses. I could handle sitting on the porch of those and just enjoying life a little bit. Although our motel's pretty nice, it doesn't hold a candle to these places, except that it's on the sand. We walk out of our motel and get onto the beach. Your mother's making fun of me. I'm going to make her drive the rest of the way home.
How far are we going?
In front of us is, looks like it's on reclaimed land in the Gulf. That's the Beau Rivage. It's a really large casino. I'm going to switch over here to this sailboat. Maybe I am. I can't find it when you find it now. Well, trust me, there's a beautiful sailboat out there. Back to the Beau Rivage. It has a little bit of your mother's money, a little bit of mine. It's pretty fancy. We parked this car there and didn't have to pay anything for them to give it back to us. I was kind of impressed with that. Here we are at the Visitor Center for the John C. Stennis NASA base. That little building that you're looking at with your mother in front of it is the place where we have to go to sign up. Next door is the Visitor Center. At Stennis Space Center, we took about a 20-minute bus ride, and saw some of the test stands. This is actually a test place. This is a Saturn 18. Over there is one of the rocket that sent the first satellites into space. This is the one of the first engines that went on the space shuttle. I'm sorry, I don't know what that one is. There's the bus we rode in on. And this is the John C. Stennis Space Center. I don't know whether we'll be able to go up there in the tower or not. We'll certainly try. Hive rocket. Notice the SSC Visitor Center sign. I think that's kind of neat. The Space Shuttle's main rocket engine. And that's a side view of that rocket engine. And there's our bus driver. She gave a nice little talk, which we couldn't record because you're not allowed to have a camera running on the bus. Well, this is the entrance to the International Space Station. I hope you can read this sign. It's basically a big tube. And of course this is a reproduction of it, but I assume this is what it looks like. You'll hear a little bit of
information for your upcoming SARX tab.
say this is the bathroom. Doesn't look like a real pleasant place to use.
So we'd like you to use the backup.
And here's how
Charlie 2.
the waste is
Reference the payload ops checklist
cleaned up.
1-11. And that's for this test only.
Here's a shower.
Correct.
Might be a little tough to use.
Yeah, got a switch though for you. It's on panel.
And I guess this is where you sleep. This is the bedroom. Now I'm just going to turn around and show you the other side before we go much farther. This is again just the other side of the entrance. This is a microgravity
Thanks, Rick. And
research furnace.
high flow alarms while you're doing your LBNP.
This is a glove box access. You can actually put your hands through there. I'll try that in a little bit. Some storage. Here's some of the vegetables that are growing out in space, so that your teeth won't fall out. Apparently this is steerable. And down there is the exit. This is a little ride that's in here. It says ride at your own risk. I don't know whether you've seen one of these at Space Camp or not. And here's the nose of a shuttle. You can actually set out and take a little trip, but it doesn't seem to be turned on this morning. And here's the inside of it. You can sit in the captain's chairs and look out. Now, of course, you don't see much sitting here, but that's what the windows look like from the inside. Well, here's just some patches.